They're sexually mature from 8 weeks of age. He's 4 months of age, so he's almost in his prime.
This week's all-new compilation from Bondi Vet.
And then he's closed the bricks vertically. And then does a big chin up onto the top.
I wouldn't have believed it.
Go, Rusty!
I really don't get paid enough for this.
When people sit on our couch, she jumps up next to them and starts humping their arm.
I noticed that I've managed to get in through the gate, you know, thankfully with my life intact. There was no humping of legs.
She doesn't do the legs at all. It's just the arm when people are seated.
How long has she done this for?
She's 5 now, and probably since she was about 4 months old.
Okay, so it's always been a pretty big part of her.
It is.
Having my arm humped isn't anything I ever thought would be happening today. But if I am going to help out Lola and Serena, it is important I see Lola in action.
I can't believe I'm willingly putting myself in the hot seat, quite literally, but she's going to be offended if she doesn't do it.
So will I.
Oh, she's getting nervous. I'm getting nervous too. It's a good sign, right? This is just a foreplay.
I think so. I think so.
I'm sitting down. Lola's doing a lot of talking, but as for getting amorous, nothing so far.
She'd like it if I talk or just stay quiet?
Just, maybe just play with her a bit.
Hey.
She's growling, she's circling a bit. Lola wants his attention and she's just so loud.
All the pursuit of science, Lola, come on. I'm just gonna sit back and just, you know.
There we go.
Wow. Career high point. I don't get paid enough for this.
In Melbourne, Chris is getting a full-on demonstration of Lola's disturbing behaviour with visitors.
I really don't get paid enough for this.
This is certainly not the typical house visit. When I first arrived and met Lola, she was all talk and no action. Now she's no talk and all action. And what action?
In many respects, it's fascinating to start with when you have a desexed female dog.
Yeah.
Not just desexed, but female. Humping.
Yeah.
Because humping isn't something we normally associate with females at all.
A lot of people think that when they see a dog that's humping, then it automatically must be a sexual thing. Well, often it's not. So the crucial thing here is working out Lola's motivation.
I just want to try something.
Okay.
I'm making a lot of eye contact at the moment. She's not doing it. But we'll just see what happens when I go over here and look over here and start talking to no one in particular. And
Here we go.
look what happens.
I'm starting to wonder whether Lola's antics are actually her way of getting attention.
So there's really two things we have to look at. The humping, sure, because Lola, I hate to say, it's a little antisocial, a little forward. And the barking.
Yes.
Because that's not exactly pleasant when you're sitting at home trying to relax. Thank you.
We can clown around and say this is funny, it's cute and it's engaging, but in fact I think it's about a dog that's in distress, and as her owner, I don't want that for my pet.
Dogs are very different inside versus outside. We need to get the whole Lola picture.
All right.
Could we go for a bit of a walk?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
The fact is, this behaviour does need to be controlled. So the whole idea now is to take her out of her territory and see what happens. Hopefully, that'll give me a clue about how I can fix it.
There's not a sound, is there?
No, she just really enjoys her walk. She just wanders along.
In Melbourne, Chris is trying an unusual approach in a bid to solve Lola's antisocial humping behaviour.
Butter wouldn't melt.
I know, she's like the perfect dog in public.
And this isn't what I expect from a dog that just put on such a show.
Yep.
And was so loud.
It's so incongruent, isn't it? It's really, the many shades of Lola.
The amazing thing is you take Lola out of the house where she feels like she has total control over everyone, and all of a sudden, we've got a different dog. There's no barking, and there's certainly no humping.
With all sorts of behavioural problems that you see as a vet, I'd say the majority of them involve either dominance, territorial behaviour,
Yep.
attention seeking, pretty much those three. She's actually got all three of those.
She's the trifecta.
She is.
This double life that Lola's leading, where she's well behaved outdoors but poorly behaved indoors, it's not fooling me. Even though this has only been a short walk, it's given me enough time to come up with a solution that I'm pretty sure is going to end Lola's humping ways forever.
I'm going to meet you back at your
Okay,
place with my solution.
Alrighty, thanks, Chris.
I'll see you soon.
Come on, pups.
Hello. Yes, the game's up.
In Melbourne, Chris is about to dish out some tough love to Lola.
How Serena has put up with Lola's behaviour for all this time, I have absolutely no idea, but I'm quite sure she's really going to appreciate the solution that I've got in mind.
Let me guess. Yep.
Yep.
Right back to where it all began. So, I've come up with something that is going to change the rules around here.
Okay.
It's high tech. Highly expensive.
Right.
It's going to blow your mind. You ready?
I'm totally ready. A leash.
A dog leash.
Right. We have one of those. Yes.
This one is now her inside leash.
Right.
The idea behind an inside leash is actually pretty simple. It gives Serena back her control and means she can correct Lola without touching her, without talking to her, without giving her any attention whatsoever.
So, the moment the bad behaviour starts again,
Yep.
get the end of the leash,
Yep.
haven't looked at her, haven't talked to her, and now get hold of her. And we walk her, whether she likes it or not, in here. And shut the door.
Right. So Chris puts her in the laundry. She's in there for 3 or 4 minutes. Not a peep out of Lola, which is so unusual. Okay.
So we'll go back up here.
Okay.
I can't believe it. We have silence.
Immediately, there's not a lot of interest.
I think Chris has nailed it, and it's down to me to help her with this.
So it's the start,
It is. It's a great start.
and let's hope that is all it needs.
Alrighty. Okay. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Serena.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I was expecting a result, but this is pretty much instantaneous. All of a sudden, Serena is now back in control, all thanks to a leash. A lot of people think leashes are just for outdoors, but indoors, they can be pretty effective too.
Hey, you want to say goodbye? No, I think she's over you. It was beautiful while it lasted.
It was special. I'll never forget you, Lola. Thank you.
See you, Chris.
See you later.
Bye-bye. Hey, come here. Say goodbye.
Chris is back in Bondi,
Come on.
and his first 2 patients of the day are absolute glamours.
That's a good girl.
Josie and Chizzy's extreme makeovers are all part of a day's work for their owner, Christine.
I have the grooming school, so I teach people how to groom their dogs.
Hi, how you going? How you going?
Good, I'm Christine.
Hey, Christine, I'm Chris. Hello, you two.
This is Chizzy,
Hey, Chizzy.
and this is Josie.
They've come dressed for the occasion.
They're pretty bright, aren't they?
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, well, come on through.
Come on.
We actually don't get a lot of dogs that come in here with painted, sculpted fur possums attached to them. This is new. They look amazing.
Thank you.
These creative canines are here for their annual vaccinations.
I'm just deciding, do we charge for seeing one patient or 2?
But first, Chris gets a rundown on these unique works of art.
It's the dream catcher from Possum Magic.
Is there another creature on the other side?
Yes, he's got a koala on the other side.
He's just a walking Australian encyclopedia of wildlife, really, isn't he? This creative grooming can really polarise people. Some people love it while others seem to think it's quite ridiculous. I don't really have a problem with it because to me, it's just another way for people to show their love towards their animals. I grew up with a poodle. Can I show you a picture of Claude?
You can.
Just let me know where I was going right or wrong. I used to have a poodle who I used to dress up in some pretty crazy gear. So maybe I'm not that different.
What do you think about that?
It's very cute. How old was he?
He was old enough to know that he shouldn't have been dressed like that. Yeah. And so was I. I was old enough to know I shouldn't have done it to him. It's okay. It's gonna make it, I think.
The possum's okay.
Chris's consult with the perfectly coiffed poodles is continuing.
So he looks pretty healthy, as well as stunning.
He's all the parts.
So I'll give him his vaccination now.
Great.
There we go.
Wasn't that bad.
So if you can transform dogs into anything and the styling brings out their confidence, what would you do with Rusty?
Rusty is the Brown family's loyal Kelpie.
What we do now is tribal art. Tribal art. We could carve in, like tribal or skulls or crossbones or all sorts of things.
I can't help but wonder whether Rusty would like this. Creative grooming? I really doubt it. Rusty, this could be the start of something very, very special. All right, we're going to think about it.
So this is Josie.
Josie. So she is Mrs. Chizzy, is that right?
Yeah, they're friends.
Close friends?
Close friends.
Her boyfriend's more into fashion than she is.
Yeah, he's got sort of more bling, hasn't he?
He does. Questions are being asked about your man. Seriously.
With the glamorous duo's health checks and vaccinations completed, Christine pulls out one last surprise for Chris.
You know, a lot of other dogs would just shake those off straight away, but you know that you're really working those, don't you?
Yeah, she said I might as well milk it. Okay, well,
They're both done.
Thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you and Rusty up on the farm.
He can't wait. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Come on.
I think this creative grooming is fine, provided you're using it on the right sort of dogs. Poodles, love to be fussed over, will sit there all day, perfect for it. Try it on a cattle dog, probably a different reaction. So this is where the action's happening?
Yes, this is where they live. They're free range in the backyard.
After feeding Frank, Chris is
When
on
you
the road
said
to
there was
answer an
a slight
SOS call
size-
from Linda.
So he just hassles her and just,
Yes.
when he's not in his little chastity cage, he's...
Yes, he
out
jumps
there.
on her a lot. He tries to make babies. Do you want me to get him
I
out?
wouldn't mind seeing it.
Bunny's fallen in love with his Flemish giant flatmate. He just won't leave 5-year-old Archelina alone.
So, Chris, you can see the problems we're having.
Fairly, I don't know, I mean, it's a pretty subtle gesture that Bunny...
Naughty bunny, naughty boy, naughty.
The thing about rabbits is they grow up very fast. They're sexually mature from 8 weeks of age. He's 4 months of age, so he's almost in his prime.
But, Chris, you must know yourself how awful it is when you get unwanted attention from the opposite sex. So it's horrible, isn't
I
it?
wouldn't know what you're talking about. I've never had unwanted attention of that variety, if that's what you mean.
Poor Archie, look. It's disgusting. And it gets very tiresome for Archie. Oh dear, Bunny, stop it.
So we need to castrate him.
Okay, wow. But he's a bit small, isn't he?
No, they're there.
They're there?
Oh, they're
That's
there.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
Oop, he doesn't like that.
So the only real solution here is the snip. Get rid of those hormones altogether and hopefully Bunny will start behaving himself. But that's no guarantee. You see, this could be dominance related rather than hormone related. If that's the case, then Bunny needs a new address.
Bunny, put it away. Oh, he's very upset.
Well, at least we've got it on video, huh? You can look back on the good days.
Yes.
At the clinic, the love-struck Bunny has arrived for his delicate operation.
You look after him, won't you?
I will, don't worry.
He is very
He's,
special to us, despite his debauchery.
He's very special, I'll give you that.
I feel that I'm taking away his, his manhood, emasculating him. Same way my partner feels really most days.
Operating on a tiny subject like Bunny is difficult.
He's got this ability, even under anaesthetic, to actually suck them back in. So you touch them and he'll subconsciously pull them back into his body. So once you've got one, you hold on to it. That's it. One of the great careers cut tragically short. No more for Bunny.
Now the big question is, has the desexing worked? Will the giant Archelina finally live a peaceful life?
We won't know, probably even for another month or so, whether this has been a success.
As for Loverboy Bunny, the operation worked, and Archelina is one relieved rabbit.
He doesn't seem to be very interested at all anymore. So he and Archie are just good friends now. It's purely platonic. Isn't it, Bun?
This is where he's escaping from.
He scales that?
Yeah.
How?
Chris has received a plea for help from the
There
baffled
was something
Stefan.
there and he somehow scaled up the drain pipe.
His dog Splodge is constantly escaping.
One of my neighbours gave me a call at work and said, "Stefan, are you at home?" I said, "No, I'm at work." "Why?" And he goes, "Your dog is on my roof."
On your roof. My first impression of Splodge is he's tiny. How does he get up on roofs? Is this for real?
The only theory we have, and it sounds crazy, is that he uses the vine.
Well, what's this here?
Looks to me like that's where Splodge has actually scratched at the bark.
Stefan's never been able to catch his dog in the act, but Splodge is quite happy to show off his acrobatic climbing abilities in the garden shed.
Right now, there's a fair bit on Splodge's rap sheet. He scratches, he chews, he poos in the house.
That was it. One day was just once too much. As long as there's someone home, he is the most extremely well-behaved, adorable dog you can imagine.
Aside from the mystery of how he gets out, I've got serious concerns about his safety. And he could live up to his name. Splodge could go Splodge.
The little Houdini has already had a near-death experience.
He ran out onto the road and he got hit by a car. And, he broke his leg, and that was very traumatic for him, for us, for everyone.
I think it's time for some secret Splodge surveillance. This behaviour has to stop. Okay, this is the plan. I'm going to put multiple cameras around the backyard. They're going to capture his every move. If he leaves the backyard, we're going to know about it.
Chris is trying to find out how Splodge is managing to escape from home.
We'll see just how smart you are. I just cannot wait to find out how he's doing this. I just can't see how it's possible. I think you're in a bit of trouble, Splodge.
Stay.
We go.
All right.
Never thought I'd say this, Splodge. Don't behave. Look after yourself. So we'll sneak around the front, right, and we'll watch the monitors from in there, okay? Oh, it's on, it's on. You're kidding. So he's holding himself up with the vine, like almost as a safety strap. My God!
No way.
He's incredible. How is he doing that? My God!
Chris and Stefan are finally watching just how the amazing Splodge manages to scale a brick wall.
He's incredible. Just go straight up the bricks. I didn't think he'd do it. And then he just climbs the bricks vertically. And then does a big chin up onto the top.
I wouldn't have believed it.
It's like it was the easiest thing in the world.
Strangely, the escape artist isn't making an immediate exit. He stays perched on the brick wall for more than 5 minutes.
You'd think after all that effort, he'd scurry off into the sunset, but he just hangs out.
Yeah, it's like he's happy there.
Yeah. So who lives there?
Stephanie and James, the immediate neighbours. And and then it's further.
I reckon I know who this might be.
Yeah. Steffi.
Yeah, hi. Are you at work or at home?
No, I'm actually at home.
Oh, okay, good. Well, he's on the roof. So do you want me to bring him home or what do you want me to do?
Is it too much trouble to bring him home? Can you get him down?
Yeah, I can get him down.
Yeah. You little rascal. Please.
We were just watching you, Splodge.
He will visit anybody. The thing is, at first you think he likes you, and then you realise it's got nothing to do with that. It's just that you're another living, breathing creature. So you'll do. So I think he's really cool, actually.
Mate, I reckon we've got to make this time the last time.
Ah, you hear that? Last time. That would be fantastic, Chris. I tell you, if you can do that, that would actually set my mind at ease a lot.
Now it's a waiting game for Stefan and Splodge to find out just what solution Chris will come up with.
Come on, puppy, in we go.
So we're going to head down to Bondi Surf Club here and grab our solution to all of Splodge's problems.
Chris has come up with a left field solution to stop Splodge, the incredible escape artist. The tiny dog has already been run over once, and his owners are worried next time Splodge won't be so lucky.
What's this all about?
I'll explain it all later. Is it in here?
It's in here. I'll give you a hand.
Righto. Heavy, isn't it? I'd be pretty confident this has never, ever been used in veterinary science before. The solution comes in two parts. First of all, safety is our priority, so we're going to barricade his escape route. Secondly, it's my favourite. Special dogs get special things. And this is the solution to your problem.
You're joking, aren't you?
See, in the animal world, being high up implies dominance. That's why chihuahuas love being in those handbags. There's a saying in the dog world that a happy dog is a dog with a view. If you can imagine being Splodge, down here, you've got high walls around you, a slice of sky up the top. Every single time a plane flew over, he howled at the sky. In his mind, those people, those machines could be conspiring against him. So he wants to know what's going on. He doesn't have separation anxiety, he's got scenery anxiety. He's frustrated because he can't see the world, so he goes out into the world to discover it for himself. This will work. Come on. Or it should.
Come on. Come.
There you go.
Looks pretty comfortable up there.
Is that a smile, Splodge? It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, look at it. This is nothing like what I expected. I expected something that was, containing, barricades, stopping him getting out, closing him in. This is liberating him. Thank you very much, Chris.
My
That's
pleasure,
awesome.
mate. No worries at all. Okay with that.
Chris has offered to give Lisa a surfing lesson, but she's not happy about Chris's Kelpie Rusty cutting in on her time.
Rusty has no chance of standing up on the board. Chris thinks he's this wonder dog. I think this is going to be quite entertaining.
He's ready. Sort of.
All going well so far.
It's a showdown between the two rookies, the city princess and the farm dog.
Are you ready? You okay, Rusty? Go, Rusty! Rusty! That was good! Rusty, you've got a talent. Don't run away from it. No, stop! Rusty, come on, not up there. Oh, Rusty! Rusty! Come on! I wouldn't say Rusty ran away. He's more just your complete surfing athlete. So that was similar to your surf carnival. You have your board leg, then you have your run leg. Yeah, just there. All right, now turn the board around.
It's now Lisa's turn to take on the swell.
That's good, Lisa, just there. You okay?
look more scared than Rusty. Your makeup's not running, is it?
I do better than Rusty though. What do you reckon? Come on.
As much as it hurts me to say, I think Rusty was somewhat disappointing, but Lisa did okay. You didn't run away at least.
Exactly, I went back for more.
Pretty sure you wanted to run away at some stage, but...
Yeah, but I was motivated, I was determined.
Come on! The search continues. Is there a sport that Rusty's good at? Possibly not.
Hey Chris, I've got your next appointment here now.
What is it?
I'll do an impression for you if you like.
Dog in convulsions.
Chicken.
In here we get all sorts of animals. Dogs, cats, guinea pigs, rabbits, snakes. We don't get too many chickens. Chickens aren't your typical Bondi pet.
She had a bit of an altercation with a 3-year-old that lives up the road. He broke out of his house and came down and thought maybe he'd take her for a walk or something. And I guess there was a bit of a fight between them both, because I think he got a few scratches as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just want to feel my way along there and just see if I can feel any breaks. Just trying to keep it cool. Very nice. A bit more, thank you. Yeah. The really encouraging thing for me right now is the fact she is actually willing to use those wings. She's really flapping them around. So what I'd be suspicious of is that perhaps her shoulders are working fine, but if she has a problem, it may be lower down in the wing.
Yeah.
Any fracture in a bird's wing is always quite serious.
Yeah.
Because those wings move around a lot, so it's hard to actually stabilise a fracture. So I guess just prepare yourself that it might be difficult to fix this. Now, Daze, what I normally do here is hypnotise you so you lie still and hold your wings out like that. Getting good at this. X-ray.
Fortunately, the X-ray shows Daisy's wing is not broken, just sprained.
That's normally a pretty strong joint, so for her to actually sprain that takes a fair bit of force. And the only force I can really think of is her wrenching herself out of the grips of a terrorising 3-year-old.
Just taking some time out.
Look at that. Hypnotised chook. I wish I could do that to the kids.
The problem we've now got is that joint is so swollen that every single time Daisy tries to lift that wing, it's causing more damage. So the key here is to immobilise it. But have you ever tried to put a sling on a chicken?
To bandage her wing, I do need to whack her up. Can you give me a hand? Do you want to try this, Ten?
She doesn't want to. You are now coming out of your hypnotism. Oh, hello.
You're back.
You did it. Yeah.
She's got her amazed face on again.
Oh my God.
So this is going to act like a sling to support this wing of hers.
Mm-hmm.
And just mean that she doesn't have to worry about holding it up. And by doing that, it'll allow it to rest and heal really quickly. She's ready to go.
Lovely.
We have to give you these.
That's very cool.
No, there's...
So that's her work?
It is.
I think that's some sort of first. I don't think I've ever been paid by the animal that I've treated.
Is that how you pay the bills? It's all right. It's fine. Thank you. That's very sweet. Thank you.
Thank you.
The day has come for Michelle, Heidi and Eve to select their new mini pig.
So how many do we have to choose from?
You got 6 to choose from.
6, huh?
They've asked Chris to provide some expert guidance. A wrong decision could cause chaos for this family.
Oh my God, they're so cute.
I want to pat Piggy.
Well, do the piggies want to be patted? That's the
They
thing.
will run away. I don't blame them. I wish I could run away sometimes.
Well,
Mum, I think the one next to that white one.
my original plan was to stand back, let the kids and Michelle get in there, get to know the piglets in a nice, calm, controlled way.
The poor pigs, look at them. Oh.
What I didn't do was tell them how to act around the piglets. Okay.
Softly. Heidi.
So Heidi.
Heidi, remember they're babies.
Heidi's invented a new sport, piglet chasey. She's very good at it.
Oh.
We're definitely not getting that one. That was too loud.
When I first met you guys, I thought the same thing.
The family's pig selection has so far proven disastrous, so Chris will need to intervene.
It's a hard decision, right? But it's an important one. Is the little brown one there, is that pretty quiet?
Very quiet. You want to know the brown one? Yes.
The great thing about these moments is discovering who chooses who. Do the kids choose the piglet,
Be very gentle because she's just a baby.
or does the piglet find the kids?
Oh, hello. Do you think she'll be happy with us?
Have you noticed how quiet she is right now?
The piggies love me.
Do they love you?
Please love you.
Yeah, I think I fell in love.
Oh, that's
Who
nice.
needs another baby?
She seems very gentle.
I think that's a good match because I think she's got the personality to get away in her quiet area when she needs to, away from the kids.
Can you sense what's happening here? You're about to go home with these guys. And I want to know how you feel about that. Relax.
He's talking to a pig.
Yeah, I'm talking to a pig.
You just talk
We're having
my
a very
pig.
important discussion.
You talk my pig.
Are we okay? Are we all on board here?
Yes, Dr. Chris.
Because you do have a say in this, you know?
Piggy, home back.
You need to realise that, you know, you're not going to get a lot of rest. In the end, it wasn't so much a case of the family choosing the pig, but rather the pig choosing the family, because if she was willing to sit through poking, prodding, she deserves this.
So, Petal, you can do poos wherever you want.
Petal really going to be okay?
I think so. I think so.
Sure.
I hope so.
The chance to see how Petal settles in, I'm not missing that.
Come on, you can stretch your legs.
Oh.
Now meet your new daughter.
Petal has now arrived at her new home and is meeting Michelle's husband, Kieran, and Ned the dog.
Ned sees this as being his home, his family, and all of a sudden something's just arrived that he doesn't know. So just remember, when you give Petal some attention, make sure you give Ned some attention first. And that way he'll know that, hey, he's still important. What I think is probably the best plan now, I think we get Ned outside to give Petal a little bit of space.
Yep.
Sorry, Ned. It's not a sign of things to come. Don't take it personally.
This is the first big test for the Petal experiment. Ned is not happy. The little pig is already causing disharmony amongst the menagerie.
Ned's finding this a little bit hard to handle. It's those little things that can really trip you up. And in Petal's case, it was the floorboards.
Slippery.
She needs some time to work out, OK, who are these people? What's that dog doing? Who are the chickens? And where am I?
Little by little, Petal is becoming more familiar with her new home. Perhaps too familiar.
We talked about the pantry and
Not in the pantry.
5 minutes in. Look who found the pantry. Even though she's young, that nose of hers, it still works. She sniffed out the food and she went straight there.
Petal's had a huge first day.
Pigs her age do like to be somewhere nice and dark and quiet and feel like they're hidden.
Now she faces her ultimate test, her first night in her new home.
Would you like to say good night?
Good night, Petal.
The great unknown right now is whether I get a phone call tonight. You look at Michelle though, she's raised Heidi, she's raised Eve, she shouldn't be flustered. But a pig, first night at home, could do anything. Enjoy the peace and quiet, Petal.
Hello?
Who's that?
Good morning.
Dr. Chris is here.
I had my phone by the bed all night. I didn't hear a thing, so...
It all went pretty well.
Okay.
Yep.
Chris has popped in to see the Black family and check on Petal's first night at home.
It's a bit of mess, bit of food, and she spilled a water, but other than that, she was very well behaved. So it's all gone very well.
The mini pig has made a promising start, but it will take time to adjust to a family of 2 small kids, 2 chooks and a dog.
Ned's very keen to give her a good sniff all over, and she's not really ready for that yet.
Seriously, what happened last night? What happened to the partying, the crazy nights, bad toilet behaviour, all those things we talked about? What are your first impressions of the family? What's that? Bit noisy. Really?
Petal's lying.
Is this the pig pen's first test?
Yes, yeah, it is.
Pretty excited about it, isn't she? Look at all that dirt she can play in. This will essentially become her haven, her oasis, where she can come in here, ferret around in the dirt and feel like a pig. For a toddler to go straight to the veggies is a miracle in itself.
I'll say, I've never seen it.
Michelle has to feed Petal a quarter of a cup of grains, a quarter of a cup of veggies twice a day. If you want to keep a mini pig mini, then there are a couple of dietary no-nos you have to be very careful with. So no bananas, no avocado, and no meat. They're weirdly bonding, aren't they?
Dr. Chris, it's Petal's bath time!
Okay, all right. Playtime's over, Petal. Ready?
Petal, he's having a bath.
Gentle, gentle.
It's just like a little pat, but with a sponge.
Isn't that great, Petal?
No pig likes to be clean.
There's a lot of adjustments needed, but Chris is still concerned about the relationship between Petal and Ned.
Looks like Petal's going to make the first move.
Really, Neddy?
Bossing you around, little man.
We probably should have expected this, but all of a sudden she would get a confidence, and now there's no stopping her. She's a bossy little thing.
No, my Neddy.
Fortunately, the long-suffering Ned has decided to give this stranger a second chance.
We're getting there.
I think Petal's going to settle in with a family. I think Ned and Petal are going to get on fine. I think it's going to work out.
The next few months are going to be fascinating. It's going to be an interesting ride. I'm going to take this as my cue to go.
Bye, Dr. Chris.
See you later.
Thanks for helping.
If you guys loved that video, great. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel below. That way.